Meanwhile, another day, another major shake-up in the Australian media. Kerry Stokes has replaced his veteran CEO David Leckie with former Woodside Petroleum chief Don Voelte, an executive with no media experience. The move sent Seven West shares sharply lower as many expressed their surprise. And News Limited has announced some redundancies in Queensland, while at Fairfax debate continues about Gina Rinehart's intentions if she owned all of the company, as the mining billionaire increased her shareholding in the 10 network. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports.
After more than 3 decades at the top of the industry, Seven West's chief executive David Leckie has been replaced by Resources Supremo Don Voelte.
He's got huge shoes to fill. I mean, David Leckie is in every respect one of the giants of the Australian television industry.
Mr Leckie will take up a role as executive director of Seven Group Holdings. Mr Voelte is best known for heading Woodside Petroleum for 7 years.
It's certainly looking for somebody whose general management expertise at very senior levels is being harnessed.
The stock market reacted with concern about Mr Voelte's experience to run a media company. Seven West shares fell 27 cents to end the day at $1.70. But Kerry Stokes' strategy may be bigger than his media interests.
Taking a longer-term view and the wider interests of Seven Group Holdings, the parent company, in resources-related businesses, you can see there's a bit of a potential fit with the broader context.
As Gina Rinehart threatened to dump her 19% stake in Fairfax unless board seats come without strings, like the company's Charter of Editorial Independence attached, The Age announced a new editor-in-chief. Counterparts in Sydney says the paper's future is bright, both in print and online.
It's one of the exciting elements, if you like, that says journalism's not constrained anymore by being purely print or purely digital. You've got the opportunity to go in any direction that you need to.
Many commentators and politicians are concerned that as owner, Mrs Rinehart would reshape Fairfax to reflect her political views. But opposition communications spokesman Malcolm Turnbull says that approach would be counterproductive for Mrs Rinehart.
If you have a media asset that's influential because of that reputation, and then you make it a media asset that is just a vehicle for the views of the proprietor, that will diminish its influence, and over time, the influence that the proprietor has paid for will dissipate.
One resources billionaire says he wouldn't want to influence the media, but says journalists should lift their game.
You as journalists, can't let your standards drop. You've got to differentiate that you're better. You've got to argue with your editors and say, we've got to get 2 sources. We've got to make sure this is really credible. We just can't go on the sensationalism to sell a few more cabbages because we'll get more ads from Coles.
Mrs Rinehart has bolstered her other media investment, the 10 network, spending $20 million on a rights issue. As a lawyer and investment banker, Malcolm Turnbull was involved in some of Australia's biggest media deals. But he says the current upheavals have entered unmapped territory.
This is significant in a different way because what we're seeing now is the extraordinary disruption that is caused by the internet.
Lachlan Murdoch also increased his 10 ownership to 10%. The only certainty in the media landscape might be that more change is on the way. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.